What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again, and it is approximately 5:27 a.m. on Friday, March the 28th, and I do have some thoughts that I want to share on the Hot Toys Artisan Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith that just actually dropped today. Hot Toys released blogger photos, and I do think we need to talk about it and break this down a little bit because it's been extremely polarizing. And I think I just want to provide my thoughts on really just what we do as a community and how we react to things, including myself, and just really as humans, because we're definitely not unique in this way. But guys, before we get started, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you're notified when content like this goes live here. And of course, make sure to subscribe on Will.Foxification for Instagram. Follow, that is, it's early. And yeah, just let me know, your thoughts over there as well. Guys, we have the Artisan Anakin Skywalker, which has really been, I think, probably the most, for US collectors, the most anticipated Artisan announcement thus far, just because this is the one I think that really caused the most stir. It was a very difficult drop that day. A lot of people missed out, including myself. My waitlist ended up converting, but this was certainly a figure that was very difficult to obtain. And they originally showed this figure at a Sideshow Con, I believe it was, and the hair looked absolutely atrocious. And then Hot Toys eventually came around and said, okay, we're going to showcase some better photos of this and show that the hairstyling is actually very strong and it's a good figure. So now they've released the blogger photos and a lot of people are in full-on panic mode. And this is something that I have done many times myself. Well, a lot of us will very much react to photos very harshly and say, okay, this figure is absolute trash or it's an absolute grail. I do this, you do this, we all do this. I'm certainly not exempt and lecturing anyone on anything here in this video today, but I just want to point out that our nature is something that is worth discussing here today, because a lot of people are saying this figure is an absolute failure already. They haven't even seen any videos of it yet. We just have these photos. I may be crazy. Look, I understand people are saying the hair color is slightly wrong. That I agree with. People are saying the styling is slightly worse and the sculpt is slightly worse. I think this looks incredible. I'm not sure if I'm wearing rose-tinted glasses. I don't think it's as good as the prototype. Let me be clear. I do think there's a downgrade here, but I'm looking at these photos and I'm just trying to put myself in the headspace of where other people are and where they're saying that this figure is terrible. I think you're well within your right to have that opinion. No one's, opinion is invalid here, because at the end of the day, this is art. This is subjective. You may think it's absolutely terrible and looks nothing like Anakin. I may think it looks great and looks just like Anakin. Is the hair perfect? No, it's probably a little bit too long. It looks like it's a little bit too long in the back compared to where Hayden was in the film. But I do want to showcase, as we go through this video, just photos from the blogger images and also just, some reactions that I saw on Facebook about the prototype. And let's be clear, blogger photos, while these bloggers are extremely talented, a lot of times it doesn't put the figure in the best light. I get this sometimes with some of my reviews. I don't shoot on something like an iPhone. Like, I think Justin does an amazing job with his. He's the one who's really perfected that craft. But when you shoot with these high-end cameras like this, like for like a Canon or a Nikon or a Sony or whatever the case may be, they show off everything. They show off every possible imperfection. They show off really the highest detail imaginable, but that's not really how your eye views reality. It's probably going to honestly view it more like an iPhone, which still shoots amazing quality footage, but it's just very different. And these photos a lot of times are very unforgiving. That's probably the best term for it. So when I review these figures too, they're very unforgiving. Like, even me, when I'm filming myself in a video, if I have any sort of like blemish or skin issue or something, you're gonna see it. You're gonna know about it. I can light the fuck out of the video, but you're gonna see all of it. It's super high def footage. So it's the same with a head sculpt. Like, if there's even one little angle that looks off, something looks wrong here, right? I will say, this shot in particular, people keep sharing around, and this one is not the best photo because the eye positioning just doesn't look quite right. Anakin looks a little bit off. He looks a little bit uncanny valley, like a little cross-eyed. So I think that, and same with this shot too, right? And this is the one people keep sharing. And I think it's not quite fair because I think a lot of these other photos show the figure in a much better light, like this one. Look, if you want to overreact, I totally get it. If you want to cancel this figure, I totally get it. But I can tell you for a virtual certainty, there are so many collectors that are on that wait list that are just waiting for you to cancel this. And if you do, I feel like you're going to regret that. And that's really, I think, the main purpose of this video, to try to tell people, let's take a step back just for a second. I do this, we all do this, so I'm not trying to lecture anyone, but I'm just saying that sometimes we greatly, including myself, overreact to these blogger photos. And that is very problematic because it causes us to make rash decisions and make a lot of hasty decisions that really end up backfiring. I've done this. I did it with Jack Sparrow just recently with the Artisan figure. So I get it. I totally understand it. I was ready to cancel that figure based on the blogger photos. And I'm so glad that I didn't, because I got that figure in hand and it's incredible. There are some things here and there, but it's awesome. I can't wait to get this Anakin in, and I'm super excited about that. I want to show you guys real quick a couple photos of what the head sculpt looks like, because I think that's worth looking at here. So you can see this is what the head sculpt looks like out of the box. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not saying that this is a 10 out of 10 Hayden Christensen, but that's damn good. I get the hair color is too dark. I totally get that. I acknowledge that, but I'm saying I still think it looks fantastic. On a display, really, I mean, I get we're paying a lot of money for these figures, and your criticism is very valid. You're well within your right to voice it, but this looks great. I'm going to be very happy with this. Is the hairstyling perfect? No, it's not, but it's still a very good figure. Neither was the prototype. The hairstyling wasn't perfect there. It might have been slightly better. I do think it's a little bit long in the back, as I mentioned. I would prefer not to cut up my own figures, but wow. I mean, look at that head sculpt. That looks really good. And again, I don't want people to overreact, because when you get this thing in hand, I think you're going to have a hard time not liking it. And if you don't, at that point, return it to Sideshow, because they'll let you do that. If you get it in hand and you're disappointed, do that, but don't overreact and panic, because this is something that we do a lot of times. There are times where it's valid. Like when J&D originally released their Joker, time to panic. That looked pretty fucking terrible. But I do say this Anakin looks pretty good to me. But again, it's art, right? It's all subjective. And I think at the end of the day, we're all gonna, make the best decision for ourselves. So I totally get that. But I just think, I want to share some of these, and I'm not trying to call anyone out specifically, I promise. So if you made this post or know someone who made this post, I'm not saying you're a bad person or you're wrong or you're a bad collector. I'm just showcasing some of the reactions that I'm seeing. This says, oh no, Hot Toys. Nah, Hot Toys. This feels like 89 Batman 2.0 move. Something was downgraded on the sculpt. It's possible. It's definitely not as good as the prototype, so I don't think this reaction is really that off base. But again, just showcasing some of the reactions that I'm seeing here that I think are, worth acknowledging. And here's another one here that I'll show you guys. So this one, let's not sugarcoat this. Hope this Hot Toys Artisan does not look great. I honestly feel that the sculpted only works for this figure. I'm pretty sure rooted hair will be a thing of the past again. But again, I have to say, In Art Collectibles does rooted hair better than Hot Toys. So that could very well be true in terms of In Art doing rooted hair better than Hot Toys. But again, sometimes those extreme reactions can get the attention of others. But I don't think rooted hair is a thing of the past. It's my personal opinion. I just think that this figure is maybe a little bit alarming to people in terms of the blogger photos, just based on what the prototype was. But I think this is probably about a 10% decline. Some people think it's higher, but that's about where I'm at. A 10% decline from the prototype to final, which is how most Hot Toys tend to go. A lot of times there's a decline in the sculpt, the paint applications, the likeness, the hairstyling, even in this case. So it really just varies from figure to figure. But again, I think once collectors start getting these in hand, short of the figure balding or changing colors in the hair, I think a lot of collectors are going to be very happy with it. And I think these complaints are going to look a little bit dated in hindsight, which we've all done stuff like this. Remember, I said Han Solo was ass. I said it was terrible. And then I've kind of come around on that and said, okay, like maybe I was probably not right on that one. So we all have, moments where we look at these figures and say, that's not what I paid for. But a lot of times that is greatly diminished when the figure arrives at your door. So that's what I want. A new collector, older collector, whichever you are, just for us to sometimes take a step back from this and say, yeah, this one is still pretty damn good. And I'm still very happy to get it. And if you're not happy to get it, fine. If you want to cancel it, fine. But I don't want you to do something you're going to regret. And that's kind of what I'm worried about, because I do think once we start getting these in and start reviewing them, Mine's not going to be here for a while, so you're not going to see it on this channel anytime soon. I got it from Sideshow, so I would assume it's probably not going to come in until, you know, it's almost April now. It could be June, right, before it comes in. So super excited about it regardless, but I do want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. For me, I'm still super excited about this. That's just me. I think there's so many photos, even in the blogger photos, that I really like this one, for example. You give them a slightly downward head tilt. Sorry, it's 5 a.m. And I think it's gonna look great. Even this, I think looks great. Give them a unique eye position. I think the hair, again, is a bit long in the back. Understandable. The color is a bit off, but when we get it in hand, maybe that will feel differently. We always said this was probably going to be the most difficult hairstyling Hot Toys had to do with the Artisan figures that have been announced thus far. This is a challenging hairstyle. And I think we always knew that Hot Toys was probably going to have a little bit of difficulty with it because we saw that with the Sideshow Con. Sideshow set it up and it looked like Anna Karen, right? This does not look like that. So Joker's hair is a bit long in the back, honestly, which we've all said that one has the same problem. So Hot Toys maybe could provide a little less volume in the back, but maybe there's a reason for it. You know, accessing the head plate in the back, maybe having more hair makes it more manageable. But look at that shot right there. I mean, guys, you're going to tell me in your display, that's probably the distance that you're looking at it from. Like, that's not going to be a satisfying figure in your collection. I don't buy that personally, but hey, like I said, you're entitled to your opinion and I respect it. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's approach here, but I still think it looks very good. It's a downgrade, totally agree, and I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, but I think it bears repeating. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it more on the live stream today, so don't miss it. 5:15 p.m. Eastern, Lights, Camera, Collect. You'll find it on this channel today. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And there'll be lots more content coming on this channel. I'm still disappointed it's a pleather outfit and not nylon or real leather. That would have been nice. But other than that, still very happy with how this looks. I'm certainly going to put this guy on display. I've been waiting for it. If they make a Darkside Anakin Artisan, I'll try to grab that one too. And yeah, very happy to have this one in my collection. I hope you are too. If you're not, I'm sorry you're disappointed. But yeah, I still think it looks pretty good to me. But let me know your thoughts. Guys, I will catch you in the next video. I got to hop in the shower, go to the gym, and go to work. See you later. Bye.